You know, you can't deny that Valorant's got some pretty cool lore. And with the state of the lore currently being in its best state since the start of the game, there's been a recent resurgence in interest. Unfortunately, with how fragmented the lore is currently, it's pretty hard for you to get into it if you're a newcomer. Especially since if you are to include the newer agent set to be released during Master Santiago, there's going to be 29 of them, with each of them having their own unique backstory and storyline. Now, of course, you could just watch a half-hour YouTube video on the lore of every single agent, but ain't nobody got time for that. Which is why I'm going to explain the lore of every Valorant agent that you know of just for you in as few sentences as possible. Here we go. Ex-military veteran who probably should have retired at least a decade ago. Doctor uses a chemistry PhD to create war crimes. Failed assassin undergoes the average comic book superhero origin story to become some edgy teen's shadow OC. Robotics nerd creates WMDs on the side as a hobby. Internet privacy? Never heard of it. Russian Hawkeye loses his eye, then proceeds to have beef with himself. DPS main forced to permafill support. Cocky firebender cannot die if he sets himself on fire. Chef gets a life ruined by airbending reverse flash. Murderous racist who sucks the souls of her victims is actually a good person because she's doing this all for her sick sister or something. Graffiti artist likes bombs because bombs go boom. Armless ex-con somehow builds highly advanced prosthetic arms for himself with no outside help. Gender bend Steve Irwin uses living wood figurines as Pokemon. Asshole with interdimensional powers is obsessed with learning his family's lore. Woman obtains cosmic godlike powers over space and reality after she sits next to a lake. The literal Terminator. Morally bankrupt arms dealer teams up with himself to ruin a science project. Reskin Zeri from League of Legends is used as a living battery. Stalker gets hired by the clandestine organization she was blackmailing because they were so impressed by how well she dogs them. Possesses supposedly one of those powerful artifacts in the world, and all it does is turn him into a discount waterbender. A literal Pokemon trainer. Loses her entire team and her arm due to a bear attack, but at least she gets a cool robotic arm replacement. Assassin with Green Lantern construct powers changes sides due to the power of friendship. Immortal being suffers an acid trip every time they resurrect from death. Scientist turns into Green Ivy but with metal. That cool uncle at every family gathering with the craziest stories. If I had a nickel for every female Asian in the protocol with super speed as a tangential superpower, I would have 3 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it's happened thrice. Alien symbiote gives him Na'ah powers.